Hey guys, welcome back to Carib 21. So today's video is a bit different. Today is a bit of what I'd like to call social experiment. And today I'm talking about Jamaica, the culture, Jamaica's culture, and who gets to monetize Jamaican culture and who gets to benefit from it. And over the years, this is a conversation that I've been very passionate about. And this is something that we have been talking about for decades when it comes on to Jamaican culture. We have seen it in Hollywood where the Jamaican culture has been depicted in Hollywood without a single Jamaican actor being able to benefit from the millions of dollars being made on Jamaican culture. We saw that with how Stella got her groove back and many more Hollywood depiction of Jamaican culture. But today we're talking about food. We're talking about the food culture of Jamaica and how it's monetized, especially in North America. And based on what I'm seeing is that a lot of the people that have monetized Jamaican culture are not Jamaicans, and billions of dollars have been made in North America on Jamaican culture. So this brings me to what I'm talking about today, Walmart. So a few months ago, I saw a viral clip here in Canada of a Canadian YouTuber, a Jamaican Canadian YouTuber that posted a video talking about Jamaican food in Walmart. And I'm like, hell no, not Walmart no, because the last time the conversation about Jamaican food was with I think Jamie Oliver, renowned British chef, when he came up with this jerk rice and had Jamaicans all over the world like confused and just like livid about Jamie Oliver coming up with this jerk rice and monetizing Jamaican culture. But Jamaicans know that there's no such thing as jerk rice. So I'm like, it could not get worse than that. But then Walmart. So this video went viral of a Jamaican Canadian content creator going to Walmart and trying Jamaican food in Walmart.
Certified Dolly House. I'm stamping this Dolly House. I'm gonna claim all of this food as a medical expense because this was laugh therapy.
You're eating fake Jamaican food and you probably don't know it. This jacket plate, aka Jamaican plate, come from Walmart. Walmart, how to reach in a Dolly House business, selling oxtail, curry goat, jerk chicken, jerk pork. I understand selling patty, but what?
I gotta stoop down like I'm in prison because this is prison food, bro. This is this is prison food. Would you pay $14 for this? Jerk chicken, jerk pork, imitation oxtail. The oxtail I got Jimmy tough for the people. Papa Jesus. Bro. What? Yeah.
The way the oxtail tough and if you join WWE.
Oh, this is not oxtail. This is an elbow. This is a knuckle. Yo, this entire plate is going for an Academy Award. Be actors.
But this was some Tubi level acting, because the rice and peas was the best thing and it was a 0 out of 10. This was probably clothespin because I lined that, and the jerk chicken still I wear a wig. I felt like Ricky and Boys in the Hood when he saw the shotty.
Sunrise is a Michelin star guide restaurant compared to this. Certified Dolly House. I'm stamping this Dolly House. I'm gonna claim all of this food as a medical expense because this was laugh therapy.
Yeah, so after seeing that video, I said to myself, you know what, this is something I'm going to have to check out myself. I'm going to have to go to Walmart and really see what's going on if they're really selling Jamaican food. And trust me, like Jamaican food in Walmart is not something that sounds appealing to me, but it's just something that I could not believe that like this was happening. So I'm like, I'm going to have to go there myself and check it out. So I decided to go to Walmart and to check it out myself. And just to give you a little backdrop, this Walmart is in a place in Ontario called Brampton, Ontario. Brampton, Ontario is a city in Canada that's majority Indian, East Indian population. I think up to about over 50% of the population is East Indian. So I found it odd that this Walmart is where they decided to kind of roll out this type of thing, because what I know Walmart will do quite often is that they'll have a project that they're coming up with and they'll choose like some store to release it in. Walmart has this reputation of whenever they're trying to go into another space, they're trying to expand on their business, they would go into certain areas and they will find like a flagship store to launch these programs For example, when they went into the supermarket business, because before Walmart was just about clothing, household products, and stuff like that. But when they decided to go into the supermarket business, they went into one or two stores and they give it like a test run for a couple months before they decide if this is worthwhile getting into. And then they would unveil, and then all the stores you will see with supermarkets. So I found that this was odd to have like to be getting like a Jamaican food in a place that is predominantly like East Indian people. So I'm like, this is interesting. So I decided I drove 1 hour 20 minutes to get to Brampton to check out this Jamaican food in Walmart. Okay guys, so now I'm outside the Walmart. I'm just gonna walk in and get some Jamaican food in Walmart. That is crazy. Never thought that in a million years, like I would be saying like I'm going to get some Jamaican food and you ask me where I'm going to get it and I'm like, let's go to Walmart. That is crazy. Walmart, Jamaican cuisine. Let's check it out. What is also interesting is that when I walked up to the steam table, to the food court area, I saw like there were people coming from church. I saw a few people that looked like they could be Jamaican or Caribbean nationals, and they were lining up to purchase food. And when I got to the food counter, like when I got to the steam table, I could just tell just by looking that this food was not, I was not going to be able to eat this food because I've never seen, just by the appearance, like for example, the oxtail. I've never seen oxtail that black. It's just like they pour the entire bottle of food browning on the oxtail, and it was just so like it just looked unappealing. It just looked unedible. The jerk chicken looked dry, and when I looked at the rice, I remember like Oliver did this when Oliver had his comedy show on TV, and where there was a part where the rice was burned, and they were saying that they could use the rice to go and fix the road. And that is what came to my mind when I saw the rice, the Jamaican rice and peas. It could not get any drier than that. But I'm like, you know what? This is a social experiment. I'm going to take my money and I'm going to purchase this food, even if I can't eat it. Okay, so how does it work? If I wanted the Jamaican oxtail and the jerk chicken. No, two separate. These are the prices for large containers. Okay. The large. And if you want small oxtail, 11.97. Okay. And the pork is according to the weight. What about jerk chicken? Jerk chicken is 27.97. Okay, can I get the jerk chicken, please? The two pieces. And the oxtail, what does it come with? Just by itself. Just by itself? Okay. 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 And I'll take the oxtail by itself. Yes. No, that's it. Thank you. So what I found mostly interesting about this experience is that as I entered Walmart and I went into the food court area, you could see this massive steam table and you would see there was food from all over the world, different type of cuisine, whether it's Indian, whether it's Chinese food. You see everything in that steam table. But what was fascinating to me was that the only thing that was labeled with a country's tag on it was the Jamaican products. So you saw like the Jamaican curry goat, Jamaican oxtail, Jamaican rice and peas, and you saw the jerk chicken. So I found that very fascinating that of all the countries in the world and the food that was represented there in that Walmart, that only the Jamaican products were labeled Jamaican. And it's very commonplace, like in Canada, in America, to see like Jamaican beef patty. That is always labeled. But to see, because for example, I saw goat curry, and then I saw Jamaican curry goat. So just to give you an example of how strategic they were in terms of the food, and like making specific mention to Jamaican food. And I found that very interesting. But the disappointing thing is that I spent about 26 $27, and when I took the food home, like as I said, I look at the food from the steam table, did not look appealing. Like I could have told like right away that this was not prepared by a Jamaican chef. Being a chef myself, looking at the oxtail, looking at how dark it was and how much food coloring they would have to put on that to get it that dark, to look at the rice and peas, how dry it was in the steam table, I could tell that obviously would not have been a Jamaican chef, not even someone from anywhere in the Caribbean. It's not like there was someone from like Barbados or St. Vincent, that because Caribbean cuisine is very similar. So nowhere from the Caribbean did someone prepare that meal. And I took it home, and I'm like, I'm gonna try and at least taste it. But the oxtail, you could hurt someone with the oxtail. That's how tough the oxtail was. And obviously it would have been very bitter because of the amount of food browning they would have put in it. So I couldn't even eat the food. That's how bad it was. So I don't know. But yeah, this is just a conversation, an ongoing conversation about the Jamaican culture or food culture, and how big the culture is worldwide. Because I've been seeing this for the past 20 years, where like I've gone in spaces where you don't expect to see Jamaican food represented. Like even to see like a Jamaican restaurant in Dubai, to see like a very like one of the top restaurant in Zimbabwe, like a Jamaican restaurant. So the Jamaican culture. So the thing is like that billions of dollars have been generated from our culture outside of Jamaica. But I believe that there's not a lot of Jamaicans that are benefiting from the monetization of Jamaican culture, like in the diaspora. And that is just a conversation that's going to have to be like an ongoing conversation. How do we make sure that even people back home in Jamaica, people Jamaican in the diaspora, are benefiting from our rich culture, and not like we see like in reggaeton, we see in other areas, as I said, Hollywood, we see a lot of money being made out of Jamaican culture without Jamaicans being properly compensated for this one. So, guys, sound off in the comment section and let me know your thoughts on this. What do you think about Jamaican food being served in Walmart? And I don't know. I would say this would have to be like a failed experiment, because I don't see how they move forward selling Jamaican food at Walmart. I don't see how they expand this, whether in Canada, in America, because from what I tasted, or couldn't even get to taste because it was so bad. Like this to me was a failed experiment.